great friend of Nymbani, but I'm very happy that others from Blackrock have come out so that you can see what your donations have made possible for us. Now, do you know anything about Nymbani?
Well,
Briefly, yes, briefly we
all right,
had a
okay.
we appreciate
If I give you a little background, okay. Back in 1991, this man here, Father Angelo D'Agostino, he was a Jesuit priest, a medical doctor, and a psychiatrist. He was on the board of an orphanage here, and children who were HIV positive were being admitted. As a medical doctor, he knew that a medical infrastructure needed to be put in place to care for these children. So he proposed that to the board, and they said, okay, prepare a proposal. He got a committee, and together they prepared a proposal. But being a charismatic figure, the proposal was big. So the board, when they saw it, said they felt they couldn't fund it. So he said, I'll do it. So that's how it started. Right? I was in practice with him. He's a psychiatrist, that's what we was practicing. And I'm a psychological counselor. So we had a practice together. So it was obvious that I would also join in the founding of Nymbani.
So you came from
Ireland.
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 Yes.
Ireland. I see.
Yes, Ireland. I have been here since 1969.
Oh.
Yeah, a long time, yes. I was in formal education first. I was principal of a school here for 12 years. Then, when I saw that Kenyans were training as teachers, I went back to my country and I retrained as a psychological counselor. So, and it was just when I came back that time, I met Father D'Agostino, and we started a centre where we both could practice, and then the story of the next experience on the orphanage. So we started this facility, not here but in town, in rented quarters, on the 8th of September 1992. So we're 20 years in existence. So the children we were reaching out to are children left on the side of the street, abandoned on the side of the street, or left behind in hospital. The mother, after delivery, would slip away, or left at a police station, or when the parents passed away, the extended family disappeared, and the children were left, and then the positive child would be referred to us. Okay. So this is a facility, a residential facility for children who are abandoned and, of course, HIV positive. Okay. Now, we knew also that we would want to reach out to the community in a community-based care program. So in 1998, we started to move out to the community, and the community we started to move out to are those who are living in the resource-poor communities which surround the city. I don't think you have them in Japan, but because one of our sisters has been in Japan, and she marveled at your development. Yes, marveled. So we call them slums. You've heard that, and you've seen pictures. So we reached out to those children, positive, but living with some family. So we give them the same holistic care that we give to the children here, which is, of course, physical, all the physical needs, food, nutrition, etc., medical care, psychosocial care, we follow, then educational, and anything a child needs growing up. So we give the same care to the children in the community-based care program, but they don't live in our residence, they live with some family member. We care for now, at the moment, 3,100 children through 8 centres. We have grown over the years. Started in 98, but now we have grown to 8 centres surrounding the city of Nairobi. Yeah. And 3,100. Here, we have 115 here, but in the community-based care program, 2,100. At the same time, we started a Nymbani diagnostic laboratory, which is here because we need it for the testing that is needed for a person who has HIV, namely the CD4 count. That's your immune system to find out how it is. Then viral load to find out how many viruses you have in your body. You can have millions, you know that. And then we also do resistance testing to test if you have developed any resistance to the drugs. That's another one. So we started that laboratory in '98. The last vision Father D'Agostino had before he passed away was to reach out to the two left behind generations of the HIV pandemic. And that is groups of children whose parents have died. And they're living either with a grandparent, and many grandparents can cope, but some can't because of age and destitution, or they're living in child-headed households. Those two groups. And of course the grandparents are the second left behind generation because their children have passed away. As the middle generation has decreased considerably. So we invite a grandparent who's struggling to cope to bring up their grandchildren to come into the village, and we ask them to take into their family groups of children from the child-headed households. So a family would be about 10 children headed by a grandparent. And we have built a village from the ground to care for these two groups. Currently we have 91 families in residence in the village. It's in this village, it's big. It's in Eastern Province, about 180 kilometers from Nairobi. We also have there a primary school, a secondary school, a technical school, a clinic obviously, and a police post for security, guest house, community hall. So it's a simulated village. It's first of its kind. There's nothing else like it in the world. So that's where we have these children. About 5% of them are infected. The majority of them are affected, we call it. I mean, they've lost their parents to HIV, left behind the following. So that's our 4th program. So overall we're caring for, in the village there's 895 children, 895, with 91 grandparents. So overall we're caring for about 4,100 children. Overall in the program. Now the program you're supporting has been mainly here, which I'll show you, but in the last donation you gave for tertiary level education, we will include some children from the village as well. All right? So let's walk around. I can talk more as we go around, okay? All right?
Okay.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, first of all, we have an excellent collaboration with one of your universities in Japan, Kanazawa. Do you know Kanazawa University? Yes. Professor Ichimura is the person, and he's doing actually research here, and but he's very generous and brings donations all the time that he comes. And he invited one of our laboratory manager to Japan for 3 months last, it was September, October, November. She stayed in Kanazawa University and he trained her in resistance testing. Yeah, he's doing the research on resistance and the mutation of the virus.
So he's a medical professor.
I'm not sure, I think he's more
Biochemical.
Yes, I think so. Not a medical doctor, but yes, I've never asked him what it is. Yes, yeah. It's virologist, you know, in that area of virology. Yeah, right. So we also had a communication with Santa Sofia University. That's in
Sophia, just a
Sofia. Yeah, Sofia. Yeah.
George Birmingham.
Where's that? In?
Birmingham.
Is it? Yeah. It's a Jesuit-run university, as far as I gather. Yeah. So we've had contact there. Every year, we participate in the art party, which is organized by a group in Tokyo, and they invite our children to draw, to paint. Yeah. And we send the paintings, and they have an exhibition, and people are invited.
And so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The art party. Yeah. So that's the third. The fourth one, which was the first one, is that the Japanese ambassador to Kenya back in 1997, he came to visit, and he saw that we had a school for the children in a tent, sort of. So,
really that time.
yeah, and he got the money to build the nursery school, which I'll show you. Paul Mickey, it's called. All right. So we've had lots of contact. Again, we had another donor who made lovely blankets for the children. Yeah. So I'm very happy to have you visit. Now you're supporting us. So let's go around, okay? Right.
So this is kind of a very small.
They're lovely.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
So
Very
clothing,
lovely. Thank you.
t-shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
the bundle t-shirts
It's lovely.
and also the clothes
Yeah.
for the small kids.
Lovely.
This is all other Bank of Japan.
Very lovely. Oh, they're
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
And also
Yeah.
beautiful.
Very good. Okay.
Pencil and
The pencil, very good. We always need those. Very good. Especially in the village with 495 children. Yeah. So no, they're lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Thank you so much. Lovely. We will get them, yes, you did. Yeah. Okay.
ポッ
Okay.
プはいじゃあ
Okay.
はいは
Alright,
いチー
Okay.
ズはい
We got, okay.
はい
We can leave them here till we come back.
Okay.
Yeah. It will be safer because they're, have you seen who's here? Yeah. It will be just.